Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the pod of Welland Stadium for tonight's inter-county baseball game as the London Majors are in town to take on your Welland Jackfish. It's the 11-3 first-place London Majors, a tough task at hand for the Jackfish. Only good thing for both sides, it could be an interesting ball game as both teams hand the ball over to pitchers that they have not seen before start a ball game. Brett Lawson will start tonight for the Jackfish, and on the other side, it's Nick Carroll who will start for the London Majors. Opening pitch around the corner. Enjoy the game, everyone.
Home, a place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home. Home, a place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home.
It's been a long time coming.
Someone take me home. Oh, oh, oh,
A beautiful night on hand for a baseball game here in the vibrant Rose City. I'm Spencer Tangway. Brendan Lang will also be here to call tonight's game. It's a beautiful night on hand for baseball, but it's also a huge day in the MLB, of course, with the Field of Dreams game happening. The Toronto Blue Jays looking to continue their hot streak and climb the standings against the Angels. In the IBL, though, a couple of games happening right here. It's the London Majors looking to continue their reign atop the standings. First place, 11-3 record. And they come in with Nick Carroll, will pitch his first game in the Inter-County Baseball League as he has joined the London Majors yesterday. Was talking to Matt Hiscock, simply joined the team yesterday, got him for a quick headshot, and here he is making his Inter-County League baseball debut right here at Welland Stadium. For the Jackfish defensively tonight, it'll be Brett Lawson on the mound. Cole Workin will be catching. In the infield, the Griffin Keller will play first. Mike Wagner, newest addition to the Jackfish, is at second base. Dane Tofflin is on the other side of the diamond at third. In the field, it's Zarley Cena, Eric Marriott, and Nicholson at right. It is a beautiful night, 7:32, and we get the play from the umpire. We are underway. Here's the first pitch from Lawson. Misses upstairs for ball number one. Taking a look at the lineup for the London Majors, it is the shortstop, number 12, Keith Candell, playing the position number 6 at shortstop. As he takes that one on the outside for a called strike. Carlos Artiega will bat second, followed by Byron Reichstein. The designated hitter and favorite, of course, for the Majors organization, Cleveland Brownlee, is batting fourth. Hayden Jacko is in the middle spot at 5, followed by Julian Johnson. Philman, followed by Wilkie and Britt to round up the London Major lineup. Counts 2-1. Glad you could be a part of this one on a very hot day in Welland. Ground ball to Tofflin. Tofflin time across to Keller for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 97, Carlos Artiega.
Dane Tofflin having himself a season, of course. Batting average just a few tads over the 400 mark. He's 1 home run off the lead of the league-leading Matt Hildebrand, who's got 5. A couple of players in the IBL tied at 5 home runs. Cleveland Brownlee for the London Majors, a big bat. He has 3. We'll look for him tonight. He's also followed by Byron Reichstein, another huge bat. But this is Carlos Artiega, second baseman tonight for the Majors. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a called strike. Temperature today says 28 degrees, feeling like 40. Could easily feel 40, 45. It is a scorcher here with a very slight breeze blowing to the outfield. That one's on the ground, and that'll go foul to the left field side of Dane Tofflin. So the count 0-2 with Byron Reichstein on deck and Cleveland Brownlee in the cleanup spot. This is our first look at Brett Lawson. Lawson's come in relief a couple of times as he fouls that one away down the left field side again. But it's Lawson's first start in a Jackfish uniform. Hasn't started an IBL game since 2019 with the Guelph Royals. 0-2 count. Lawson working here against Carlos Artiega. Times called by the umpire. Other games tonight in the IBL just getting underway. It's the Barrie Baycats. They're hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Kitchener is hosting the Hamilton Cardinals. Cardinals, of course, on the losing side of a 7-2 ball game. The Jackfish defeating them right here last night on a rare Wednesday night edition of Jackfish Baseball in the Rose City. 1-2 the count at the last pitch in the dirt. Here's the 1-2 offering with 1 away. Ground ball, that'll get between short and third, and that'll go to left field. So Carlos Artiega aboard with a single, and that'll bring up Byron Reichstein.
Right fielder, number 22, Byron Reichstein.
This guy hits, and he gets on base. 1946, he's only hitting .413.
So Byron Reichstein will be followed by the DH of Cleveland Brownlee. And Reichstein, of course, known for being on the bases for the Majors. He's already got Carlos Artiega on first, batting .413 this season. Pitch catches the outside corner. We'll see if the umpires stay consistent on that, as that looked a little outside, but called strike. Umpires tonight are Chris Walters behind the plate. Mike Kinnear is the first base umpire. Jeff Rose is across the diamond and third on the left field side. So the Jackfish ahead of the count, 0-1. Here's the offering, and that's fouled away, and he jumps ahead 0-2. So 0-2, 1 out with Artiega aboard on first after that single that got beside Dadson and Tofflin. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Set on the delivery. Here's the offering. Swing and a miss. And it's his first strikeout of the ball game as he gets the mighty Byron Reichstein swinging at that one for out number 2. So Cleveland Brownlee batting 196, having an off year. He's got 3 home runs on the year, though. One coming right here at Welland Stadium in that 16-3 lopsided affair that spoiled the Jackfish home opener. 2019, of course, it was the Jackfish were able to defeat the London Majors in the home opener 9-1. Foul tip for the opening strike against Brownlee. Brownlee been in this league for a long time and a huge member of the London Majors organization, a playing assistant coach, the designated hitter for the Majors this season. Starting off a fantastic run in 14 games, a record of 11-3. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he put all his weight into that one. falling off balance, and now he's behind in the count, 0-2. Arteaga still aboard at first, 2-out situation now to Cleveland Brownlee. Brett Lawson trying to get through the top of the first here for the Jackfish. Takes his breath. Here's the offering. Misses upstairs and away, and they'll bring the count to 1-2. Both pitchers tonight, as we mentioned, making their Intercounty League Baseball debut on the mounds starting games. Brett Lawson has come in relief a couple of times for the Jackfish this season, whereas Nick Carroll, it'll be his first IBL game. Lawson, he's set. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And the throw to first is there to record officially out number 3. So the Majors leave one aboard, scoreless through one half inning. We'll go to the bottom half right here from the pond when we come back.
The city of Welland Jackfish baseball is proudly presented.
Bottom of the first we go. It's a 0-0 game. As the Majors left Carlos Arteaga aboard, they had a 1 hit. In the top half of the first, again, Brett Lawson, who looked pretty sharp. Threw 16 pitches in the top half of the first, 12 of them being strikes, only 4 balls. So now we get a first look at Nick Carroll. First pitch, fastball, catches the top of the strike zone as he goes up against Brendan Nicholson. What a night Nicholson had in his debut yesterday. Batted 3 for 4, had 3 hits, 2 runs, and he stole 2 bases. As the umpire took that one, as Chris Walters will take a second. It's a good time to tell you about the Jackfish lineup tonight. It'll be Nicholson leading things off. Then it'll be Eric Marriott, who's batting .333. Dane Tofflin also having a great year, .415. He's got 27 hits at 65 at-bats this season. Brendan Dadson will be the 4 spot, followed by Griffin Keller, and the league-leading Hildebrandt, the designated hitter with 5 home runs. He's having a great season. Batting .319, but like I said, has those 5 home runs. That's going to get down in the gap. Great leadoff hit from Brandon Nicholson to the wall, and it's a double. It's his first double of the season. And the Jackfish have a runner in scoring position off the first batter. So a good swing gets that ball all the way to the Pepsi sign in left field. Not a great start for Nick Carroll, wearing the Majors uniform for the first time in the IBL. So now he'll face Eric Marriott. Marriott leads the team in walks. He's been walked 11 times this season. There's a shot. That's going to go to left field, though. And that should be an easy play for Film. And that'll keep Nicholson at second base. So a fly out to left for Marriott. And that'll bring up Dane Tofflin.
Third baseman, number 23, Dane Tofflin.
So here's the Albertan, Dane Tofflin. Spent time in college at Indiana State University, the 25-year-old. As I mentioned, 27 hits at 65 at-bats this season. He's got 19 runs. He's also driven in 19. And he's stolen 10 bases for... You would think that he would not be one of the guys that would steal bases, but he's just an athletic body on the diamond. That pitch misses down low inside. He's batting .415 this season. So the numbers are good for Dane Tofflin as well. And the top of the order for the Fish here against the Majors. Runner aboard is Nicholson at second. Carroll grabs his side. He's set here for the second offering against Nicholson. Steps off, and it'll keep Nicholson just checking back on him at second. The count 1-0 to Tofflin. As we'll see if he throws it this time. Yes, he does. High fly ball. That could stay in right behind the plate. And he catches it just a foot away from the netting behind home plate. So a high fly ball to the moon is caught by Jocko for out number 2. So Dadson, after a leadoff hit from Nicholson that goes to 2 bases, will step in here trying to keep the inning alive. Quick 2 outs now from Carroll in the Majors. 2 flyouts, 1 to left and 1 right to the catcher. Just catches the outside of the plate for strike 1. Dadson, one of the lefties in this lineup for the Jackfish. Keller is on deck. 2 outs, though, for the Jackfish here. That one is way outside and high, 1-1. Glad you could be a part of this one wherever you're watching the ball game from, as it's the 4th meeting between the Jackfish and the Majors. The Majors have won 2 of the 3 meetings. They'd like to forget their last meeting, of course, as the Jackfish were able to climb all the way back in the 9th inning after the closer gave up 6 runs, as the Jackfish ended up winning 10-6 after being down 6-4 going into the 9th. So Carroll now, the count 2-1 in favor of Dadson. That one will get behind Jocko, but Nicholson is not going to go anywhere. He will stay at second base, and the count 3-1 now in favor of Dadson. As mentioned, Griffin Keller's on deck, and if they're able to get to Matt Hildebrandt, he's in the DH spot, batting 6th for the Jackfish tonight. So 3-1. Carroll tries to settle down here for the Majors. Here's the offering. Swing and a miss from Dadson. And it's 3-2. Good fastball from Carroll. So 3-2, 2 outs. The payoff deciding pitch on the way from Carroll. Nicholson standing behind him, trying to score for the Jackfish. Here's the 3-2. Downstairs, and that will walk Brendan Dadson, and the Jackfish will turn to Griffin Keller with a runner on first and second.
First baseman, number 24, Griffin Keller.
Griffin Keller had a huge home run, a 3-run blast last night against the Hamilton Cardinals. That home run in the first inning. See if he can do it again, as this is the exact same setup he had. Pitch missed outside for ball one. 2-out situation. Nicholson aboard at second, Datsun at first. Here's Griffin Keller, who's batting .321. 5 doubles so far for Keller. 2-0, missed on the outside of the plate. Keller, a Western Canadian boy from Pilot Butte, Saskatchewan. So now the 2-0. High fly ball, shallow center. It's going to get down. That'll score a run for the Jackfish, and it's a 1-0 Welland lead on a blooper to shallow center. So the Jackfish lead 1-0 with runners now on first and second. And here's Matt Hildebrand.
Designated hitter number 39, Matt Hildebrand.
So Datsun moves to second. And Keller aboard on first with that RBI. Good start for the Jackfish here in the bottom half of the first inning. Brandon Legg talking with myself before the game, and we were trying to figure out Matt Hildebrandt's at-home problems, as it seems every time we see him, all of his hits and all of his home runs, times on base, come on the road. He struggled here at the pond, but now he's got a great opportunity. He's batting this season .319. Fouls it back. He's got 22 hits, 9 runs, and he's driven in 17. He likes to swing the bat. He's got 14 strikeouts, though. So a big opportunity for the big man, Matt Hildebrand. He's behind in the count, 0-1. 2 runners aboard for Hildebrand. Here's the pitch inside. Took Jocko a while to find it, but he's going to stay right on top of the ball, and that'll keep both base runners in place for the Jackfish. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. This is the first time Nick Carroll will pitch for the majors. So the first time they get a look at him. We'll see how many innings he will go. High fly ball, and that'll be fouled away into the seats. 1-2. Jackfish have the early 1-0 lead off a blooper to shallow center from Griffin Keller. So now the 1-2 offering. Swing and a foul tip. Keeps Hildebrand and the at-bat alive as Jacko was unable to grab it. Cole Workin is on deck for the Fish. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The righty Carroll trying to get out of the inning here for the majors. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat. To right. And that'll fall right in front of the right fielder. The throw to the plate, not going to be in time, and the Jackfish take another run in the first. It's 2-0 for the Rose City. So it's an RBI for Matt Hildebrand. It's his 18th RBI of the season and 23rd hit.
Cole Workin.
As the big man getting a little bit hot here in the middle of the season. So Datsun across the plate to score, and that's the second run of the inning, and Carroll falls behind in the majors, 2-0 to the Fish. Fastball down Main Street, no doubter strike, and it's 0-1. This is Cole Workin now for the Jackfish. Ground ball, great diving catch from Carroll, and that will be out number 3. The Jackfish leave 2 aboard. They put 2 on the scoreboard. 2-0 for the Welland Jackfish. You're watching Jackfish Baseball. We go to the top of the second when we come back.
Leading off the second inning for London. Catcher
Top of the
number 7,
second we go,
Jack
and it's the London Majors trailing 2-0 here. As due up this inning, Hayden Jocko, the catcher. It'll be then Julian Johnson, followed by Adam Philman, the left fielder. Lawson, first pitch of the top of the second is inside for a ball. 11-3 the record for the Majors as we take a look at Jocko. He shows bunt. That'll be foul down the left field third base side. Jocko in their 17-4 win against the Hamilton Cardinals. Drove in one, he struck out once, and he had a double. He's batting .319 this season. He's also got one home run, driven in 3, 47 at-bats, 15 hits. As the Majors line up, pretty good depth at the plate as all the 9 batters today can hit the ball. 1-1 count. High fly ball deep to left field. Way back, and that is gone. A home run in the top of the second for Hayden Jocko, and it is his second home run of the season. And now the lead's cut in half. It's 2-1 off the bat of Hayden Jocko.
Third baseman, number 8, Julian Johnson.
So it's a 2-1 game, a deep shot to left field. And that'll increase his batting average a little bit. Brings on another RBI as well. So now Brett Lawson tries to settle down here. 2-1 the score. And he gets the called strike on the outside corner. Well, 0-1 the count now. This is Julian Johnson. Johnson leads the Majors in strikeouts. He struck out 20 times so far this season. And now he's behind in the count, 0-2. Oh and 2. Lawson already has 2 strikeouts on the night. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And that's his 21st strikeout of the season for Julian Johnson.
Dave Johnson, please add an I and an N. Dave Johnson, please add an I and an N to wings.
So here's Adam Philman with 1 out.
Left fielder, number 13, Adam Philman.
Philman from Winnipeg, Manitoba. The big righty for the London Majors takes the first pitch outside. Spent time at Thompson Rivers University, where he put up great numbers, batted .375 and .395 in his 2 years there, respectively. He's batting .286 this season. He's got 12 hits, and he's driven in 7 runs. Philman, the left fielder for the Majors. Here's the 1-1. Foul tip, and now it's a 1-2 count to Adam Philman. These two teams have a little bit of history, of course, as the Majors were here and took on the Jackfish as the first-round opponents in the Dominico Cup playoffs back in 2019. Fouls it off the plate and keeps the at-bat alive. The Jackfish won that series 3-1. And this is the 4th meeting this season. They've played each other a lot. 1-2. That one bounces in the dirt off the helmet of Cole Warkin. And now it's 2-2. As the wind seems to have died down here on a very, very hot night. 28 degrees. Feels like 40 when we threw the opening pitch. That's outside. 3-2. So he was ahead in the count. 1-2, and now it's 3-2 after 2 straight balls. 1 in the dirt, and that last one well outside. Brian Esri trying to see how far Brett Lawson can go. Brett Lawson, been in this league a long time. Ground ball. Lawson tried to put his hand out, but that is going to go into center field. And it'll be a base hit for Adam Philman. And that'll bring up Austin Wilkie, the 8th hitter for the Majors in the lineup. So a home run was followed by a Julian Johnson strikeout, and Adam Philman gets aboard with a shot up the middle. And now Austin Wilkie, who comes into the ball game 8 for 33 this season, has a one-out situation with a runner aboard at first. Pretty good leadoff from Adam Philman at first, as the first pitch is called a ball. Philman only stole one base this season, so we'll look to see if he does anything. Not known for stealing bags, as he's only got that one. Not a big leadoff now from first at all. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Lawson. Runner going, and that'll be a shot to right field. He'll round second to go to third. Stop sign put up from the third base coach for the Majors. And London coming alive here in the top of the second. Now have runners on first and third.
First baseman number 45, Evan Britt.
So Philman had a good jump as he was going to second base. And now he's aboard at third after that single that moves Philman to third from Wilkie. And here's the bottom of the order, Evan Britt. Britt just 2 hits in 16 runs. 2 hits at 16 at-bats, rather. Batting .125. Lawson with the heat misses outside. We'll see if the heat plays a factor in today's ball game and see who can go the distance and who's got the stamina. 1 ball, no strikes. And that is missing outside again. Very similar spot. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners are first and third for the Majors here in a 2-1 ball game. So now the 2-0 pitch. Here's the offering. Right down the middle for a strike, 2-1. Back to the top of the order. It'll be Keith Candell and then Carlos Artiega for the Majors. 2-1 now the count with 1 out. He grabs his side. Here's the offering. Ground ball, and that's going to go foul, and now it's back-to-back strikes, 2-2. Lawson threw 16 pitches in the top half of the first. And now he's fallen a little bit behind here in the top of the second. See if he can settle down and keep the pitch count low to see if he can go at least 6 innings for the Fish tonight. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he retires Evan Britt on the strikeout. It's his 4th strikeout of the ball game in the top of the second. So great work from Lawson when he finds his control on the mound. So now this is the top of the order. The shortstop, Keith Candell, who's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He grounded out to Dane Tofflin his last time at bat. Candell came into the ball game batting .238. He struck out 11 times. Another one would be excellent here. Great block from Workin to keep that ball in front of him. 10 hits at 42 at-bats. He's got 4 doubles, driven in 6 runs. So no strikes, 1 ball. 2 outs here to Brett Lawson. Fouls it back. 1-1, evens the count. Britt from Fresno, California. Just listed at 5'8", 165 pounds. One of the smaller guys in the lineup. The 1-1 count with 2 outs. The throw to second. It's a bullet. Is it in time? No, it's not. As he slides just around the tag. But a good throw, a bullet from Workin that just misses. Wilkie going to second. So stolen bag for Wilkie. Keith Candell listed 5'8", 165. Not Evan Britt, the shortstop. 2-1 the count, 2 outs. Runners second and third. Here's the pitch. downstairs, and now he falls behind in the count 3-1.
Who, at least statistically speaking, measured up against the guy at the plate with the better hitter.
3-1, 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position for the Majors here. They've already put up 1 off the home run from Jocko. High fly ball. That's going to stay in the infield. Tofflin moving under it, calling everybody off, and he makes the catch. So the Majors leave 2 runners aboard. They score 1, and they chop the lead in half. The Jackfish go to bat next when we come back. You're watching Jackfish Baseball. Bottom 2 we go when we come back.
Jackfish. Welcome aboard second baseman number 15, Mike Wagner.
So a good round of applause for Mike Wagner as he makes his Jackfish and Intercounty League debut tonight. Wagner crossed the border at about 5:30 this afternoon from Buffalo, New York. Was speaking with him as he was getting his headshot up here, and we asked him where's his go-to spot for chicken wings. And of course, Washington Square came up. Recently purchased by the great John Daly. 1 strike, no ball to Wagner. Shot to center field. It's carrying a little bit of away. Right to the center fielder for the Majors. And Austin Wilkie retires Wagner for out number 1.
Left fielder number 2, Zarly Cena.
So the left fielder, Zarly Cena for the Jackfish, will bat next. And then it's back to the top of the order for Nicholson. Cena this season is batting 189. He's got 7 hits at 37 at-bats as he takes the first one for a called strike. The 24-year-old from Kitchener. First year with the Jackfish. Off the end of the bat, and that's right to the second baseman for out number 2. And the Majors making quick work of the Jackfish here in the bottom half of the second.
Right fielder number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
So top of the order, Nicholson already has a run tonight, as does Dadson. He's 4 for 5 so far this season. Opening pitch downstairs in the dirt from Carroll. So here's the 28th pitch of the ball game from Carroll. And it's a fastball on the higher section of the strike zone for a called strike. 1-1. 1-1, 2 outs. Fastball once again. It's off the end of the bat to right field. Backing up for it is the right fielder, and he makes the grab. So Reichstein retires Nicholson for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the top of the third. You're watching Jackfish Baseball. It's 2-1 Welland through 2 complete.
Second baseman, Carlos Artiega.
Welcome back. Top of the third, Carlos Artiega will start things off for the Majors this time. Majors put up 1 in the top half of the second to cut the lead to 1. It's a 2-1 Jackfish lead through 2 complete innings. The Majors left 2 base runners aboard in the top half of the second, something they'll like to clean up as they work against Brett Lawson. Here's the first pitch from Lawson. It's called strike on the outside of the plate. Jackfish pitching rotation in question as Brennan Lang and myself were trying to figure out who would pitch this weekend. Rich Corrente out with a fractured elbow, I believe, is the exact diagnosis. He'll be out for quite a while. Christian Young, of course, playing in the American Association. So the pitching staff a little bit short-handed until Klingersmith returns. Here's Lawson now, 0-2 the count. Check swing, did he go? No, did not. As a call from the first base umpire tonight, as we take a look at the umpires, Mike Kinnear made that call on first base. Jeff Rose, who was here as well last night, is across the diamond at third. Now the 1-2. High fly ball right above the Jackfish dugout. And it'll just bounce outside the field and out of play.
From Lomax comes up with that one tonight.
And it's 1-2. He stays alive with that foul ball to left. Thirsty Thursday, of course, here at the pond. $3 beers. Always draws a good crowd, and it's a beautiful night for baseball. Just a little bit hot, as we are all sweating up here in the press box behind home plate. Ground ball. Dadson across. It's high, but he's able to make the leap and come down in time was Keller for out number 1.
Right fielder Byron Weichstein.
So the 6-3 put out for Artiega will bring up Byron Reichstein.
Just the 1 error last night, and the unearned run in the 3rd inning. Other than that, flawless defensively. Doing a big double play in the 7th.
Reichstein swings to the first pitch. That is to the moon. Into the Jackfish bullpen, and it's going to go just once again outside the fence and go foul. Reichstein this season, 19 for 46, has that beautiful batting average of .413, 3 homers and 12 ribbies. Having a great season once again for the Majors. Lawson's 47th pitch of the ball game just missed outside, evens the count at 1-1. So we'll keep an eye on his pitch count as Brian Ezri trying to get him to go as many innings as possible. As we mentioned, the Jackfish pitching rotation and pitching staff who is available tonight. Ground ball once again to Dadson. Dadson, good throw. And he's got him to Keller for out number 2. So the exact same play, 6-3 for out number 2, and that'll bring up the DH Cleveland Brownlee, who struck out in the first inning. Cleveland Brownlee always got a smile on his face, and I remember when they were here for the first time, and they gave us a pretty good beatdown, 16-3. Just during batting practice, he came up to me and asked if I knew how to pronounce his name. And he goes, "It's Brownlee," and did the huge smile on his face. One of those great guys in the IBL as he swings with all his might at that one and swings through it for strike 1. Brownlee, who throws batting practice for the Majors, now falls behind in the count, 0-1. Once again, swings at that one like an instant replay, 0-2. One of the batters that wears no batting gloves. But when he connects, oh boy, it is a powerful swing. Now the 0-2 from Lawson. Ground ball back to Dadson. Tofflin's going to move in and get it though. The throw in time to retire Brownlee. So 3 up, 3 down. Quick work in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half when we come back. 2-1 Jackfish on a thirsty Thursday from the pond.
Leading off the
So
third
2.5
inning
in the
for
books. It's a
Jackfish.
2-1 Welland Jackfish
Number
lead.
9, Eric Marriott.
As we're in the bottom of the third, if you're just joining us, this is Eric Marriott, the second batter in the order tonight. It'll be Marriott, then Toffland, and Brandon Dadson due up for the Jackfish. So Marriott, this first time up in the first inning, flew out to the left fielder of Philman. And now it's a fastball that missed for ball number 1. Pitching matchup tonight, Nick Carroll against Brett Lawson. Both guys going in their first starts for each respective team. And now Carroll settles in with a strike to even the count at 1. Both guys been pretty good. Nothing really impressive that has caught the eye of us upstairs just yet. Good movement on that pitch coming back across the plate. And he gets ahead in the count 1-2. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And he's set. Here's the offering from Carroll. High fly ball to the center fielder who's running in, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Wilkie was able to track that one down on a
number 23, Dane Tofflin.
Ball that was hit fly ball to shallow center. And Dane Tofflin will come up after popping straight up his last time at bat. As Jaco, put that one to the moon, was able to track that one down. Tofflin now deep to left. And once again, the center fielder of Austin Wilkie is there for out number 2. So Wilkie tested at both at-bats so far, both to center left field.
The shortstop, number
And now
5,
Dadson.
Brendan Dadson.
See if he can find anywhere than left center, as Wilkie's been good for the majors. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Fastball, that one's downstairs. One and 0. The step in the pitch. This one to left field, to the track, and Philman's there for out number 3. So the Jackfish go 3 up, 3 down. Brendan Lang will join you for 4, 5, and 6. Enjoy the game. Jackfish lead 2-1 through 3 complete.
Hayden Jaco.
Back here in the top of the fourth inning, I'm Brendan Lang. On the mic now is Hayden Jaco. Will lead off the fourth for London. Jaco hit a home run in his first at-bat. Drove it over the left field wall. Brett Lawson ready. Here's the first pitch of the fourth, inside for a ball. Lawson making his first start of the season for the Jackfish. Pitching well so far in this one as that ball shot down the line and foul. Great play made down there by someone in the Jackfish bullpen who's getting stretched out. As it counts 1-1 now. As we mentioned earlier on, the Jackfish do not have a lot of arms on their roster right now. That ball shot right back to the mound off the glove of the pitcher, and that ball's going to go for a single, and Lawson's shook up by that one. Not sure if it got him in the midsection, maybe got him on the pitching hand. But either way, the trainer will come out to check on him. Earlier on in the game, there was a ball hit back to the mound, and we saw Lawson try to grab for it with his bare hand, but of course it wasn't hit hard like that one. But he looks to be okay. He'll walk around, talk to the umpire, but he seems to be good. He will stay in the ball game. But there's now a runner at first base in the catcher, Hayden Jaco, so he's on for the second time today. And now here is the third baseman, Julian Johnson. Struck out in his first at-bat. That was his 21st strikeout on the season. Throw over to first. Back in time is the runner, Jaco. Jaco, the catcher, not likely to be running in this scenario. Here comes the pitch from Lawson. Swing and a miss. Johnson has seen 4 pitches today, and he swung at all 4 of them. That is the scouting report on Julian Johnson, that he is a free swinger. And we've seen that so far today. Here's the 0-1. That ball's way outside, didn't threaten the zone. And he could easily take that one. As that ball was in the other batter's box. It counts 1-1 now. Got to get it around the plate against this guy. Jaco lead off in first. And the pitch, swing and a miss again. The count is now 1-2. Lawson went upstairs with a fastball there. Not throwing with a ton of velocity. But he got that ball by him easily. Here's the 2-strike pitch from Lawson. Check swing. Did not go. That ball was in the dirt. Larkin did a great job of blocking it. They checked, but it was pretty clearly that he didn't break the plane. Counts now even. It's 2-2. Lawson, as we've mentioned, making his first start. He was a draft pick of the Minnesota Twins 20 years ago, back in 2001. Swing and a miss. Johnson strikes out for a second time, his 22nd strikeout on the year.
That is strikeout number 5.
And that is 5 strikeouts for Brett Lawson here in the 4th inning. And 3 wings for everybody in the ballpark.
Left fielder Adam Philman.
As Brett Lawson continues to throw, there is somebody warming up down in the bullpen for the Jackfish. We'll try to figure out who that is. But there's 1 out. Runner going towards second base, and that ball's going to get through the infield. And now the runner's going to go to third. Jaco on the move. He's going to get there with a slide. A hit and run once again. That's the second executed hit and run by the Majors. And both times it has resulted in runners at first and third, this time with 1 out. Dadson was covering second base on the steal attempt, and that ball was not hit hard at all. It would have been a ground out to the shortstop if the runner had stayed put. But because he was covering the bag, a hit for the batter Philman. Now this one's off the end of the bat into right field. Coming on as the right fielder, and he makes the play. Brandon Nicholson with a sliding catch, but the run will score, as the game is now tied at 2 on a sac fly from Wilkie.
First baseman Evan Britt.
That ball was hit pretty hard and pretty low, so it really wasn't a given they were going to send the runner. And a great sliding grab by Brandon Nicholson out there in the outfield. But Jaco still had enough time to come in to score. Now there's 2 outs and just a runner at first base. And that is Adam Philman. This ball's hit on the ground at first base. Keller's got it. 2 steps towards first. He steps on it. And the inning is over. But the Majors do score 1 on a sacrifice fly. We are now tied at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Home, a place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home. Home, a place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home.
It's been a long time coming.
Someone take me home. Oh, 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 oh.
For Welland, first baseman number 24, Griffin Keller.
Griffin Keller, the first baseman, steps to the plate. Matt Hildebrandt to follow, and Cole Larkin due up in this inning. Keller hit a single to center field in his first time up.
Nice breeze right now.
The left-handed hitter for the Jackfish playing here at first base, and that ball's inside for a ball. The count's 1-0 as he gets ahead quickly. Keller on the season hitting at .321. So pretty good job as that ball's hammered into right field. If it stays fair, it's gone. That ball's hooking, and it is foul. Kind of got lost in this dusk sky because I couldn't see it at the end. Definitely had home run distance, but did not stay fair. And the count's 1-1, just a long strike for the pitcher, Carroll. The abbreviated windup. Here's the pitch. Foul. Tip at the plate. Looked like it caught the umpire on the foot. So he's going to take a second and regroup, as the catcher, Jaco, is going to go out and talk to his starting pitcher. The count's 1-2 to Keller. To go along with his .321 batting average, he is also has 8 RBIs and 3 home runs. Of course, he had that big home run yesterday, the 3-run shot in the first inning that gave the Jackfish an early lead, and they never relinquished it. The count's 1-2, and we're ready to go here again. And the pitch. That ball just outside. For a ball, it's 2-2. Home plate umpire Chris Walters tonight has seemed to have a little bit of a wide strike zone, so that pitch was close, but ultimately called the ball. And the 2-2 hit on the ground but foul. Down into the Majors bullpen. And we told you last inning that somebody was loosening up in the Jackfish bullpen. That looks to be Will Jackman. Here's the 2-2. Swing and held on the ground to second base. Arteaga gloves it. Throw over to first in time as that play was pretty close. But Keller is retired, 1 out.
Designated hitter number 39, Matt Hildebrandt.
Matt Hildebrandt, the designated hitter tonight. Hitting in the 6th spot. Of course, his home struggles are well documented, but he did have an RBI single in his first at-bat as he got one in on the hands, but he blooped one into right field. Ready in the box, swing and a miss, that ball in the dirt. Could have been an off-speed pitch. Couldn't really tell from up here. But Hildebrandt in second place in RBIs for the Jackfish. Just one behind the leader, Toffland. Here's the 0-1. Down and inside for a ball. Carroll making his first start of the season and his IBL debut for the London Majors here at Welland is another off-speed pitch in the dirt, but a swing and a miss from Hildebrandt. And the count is now 1-2. Hildebrandt, an old-school type hitter, going with no batting gloves at the plate. Pitch over the outside corner for strike 3. A breaking ball bends just over the outside edge. And there's 2 out as Hildebrandt's down looking.
The catcher, number 34, Cole Warkin.
Now here's the catcher, Warkin. If he can get on the newest member of the Jackfish, Mike Wagner, will get an at-bat in the 4th. Warkin 0 for 1 so far. Here's the pitch, over the outside corner for a strike. Carroll's done a pretty good job so far in this one of getting ahead of batters, throwing that first pitch over for a strike. That one's right in the exact same spot for strike 2. And Warkin's got a tough count now as it's 0-2. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Outside, tried to go out there once more, but that one was a little farther than the first 2. And it's a ball. Counts 1-2. 2 out as we play in the bottom of the 4th here at Welland Stadium. Ball inside. The pitcher Carroll and the catcher Jaco thought that was strike 3 as he tried to bring that breaking ball over the inside corner, but it was called a ball. It's 2-2. Pitch hit in the air into right field. The right fielder, Reichstein, can't find it. And now that ball's going to drop in foul territory again. With this dusk sky, it's something that we talk about a lot on here. When the ball gets hit above these lights, it's really difficult to see the ball off the bat. And the right fielder, Reichstein, was the only person who had a chance on that play, but he lost it as that ball went up in the air. So Warkin's going to try to take advantage here of another chance. The count's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Outside once again, and the count is 3-2. It's full as Mike Wagner waits on deck. Warkin had a brief stint in the American Association this year. This pitch hit in the air into center field. Wilkie backing up into the gap, and he makes the play. 3 up, 3 down for Carroll. No more scored for the Jackfish. We are tied as we go to the top of the 5th.
All right, Jackfish fans.
take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home. Home, a place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home.
It's been a long time coming.
Someone take me home. Oh, oh, oh,
Back here at Welland Stadium as we move to the top of the fifth, and let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Jackfish. After tonight's game, they will play Saturday, August 14th against Barrie. Note the start time, it's 6:05 instead of an afternoon game on Saturday. After that, they will play Sunday at Christie Pitts in Toronto, a 2 o'clock start, and then Thursday back at home against the Hamilton Cardinals, who they beat last night.
Shortstop Keith Candell.
The leadoff hitter, Keith Candell, also the shortstop, will start the top of the fifth, 2-2 as we play here. The Majors scored their second run last inning on a sacrifice fly from Austin Wilkie. He picked up the RBI. First pitch of the fifth from Brett Lawson, squares to bunt and pulls it back is Keith Candell. It's strike one. Tofflin came charging in when he saw the bunt. He's going to stay on the edge of the grass now. Both corners are in, actually, as Griffin Keller has moved in as well. That ball slapped on the ground on the third baseman. Tofflin dives, and he can't make the play. It's into left field. And Keith Candell is on base for the first time today. A lot of hitters will do that show bunt on the first pitch of at-bat so they can bring those corners in, and then they will try to slash a ball by the third baseman, and he did that right there. Tofflin made a diving attempt, but he couldn't grab it. Brett Lawson ready to throw his 66th pitch of the day as he throws over first. Before we get to that, Candell on first base. Lawson ready. Here's the pitch. This ball's hit in the air into the gap. That ball's going to get down. Candell around second. He's on his way to third. Throw in. They will stop the runner at third base. He's going to blow through the stop sign. The throw to the plate. Head first slide. He's going to score. An RBI double for the second baseman, Carlos Ortega. And the Majors grab the 3-2 lead as we play in the fifth. Candell was on the move from first base. That ball was definitely going to get down in the gap.
Byron Reichstein.
The third base coach threw the stop sign up, but he blew right through it. And he scored as that ball was thrown in from the shortstop, Dadson. But he couldn't get it there in time. And now the runner's at second base. And here's Reichstein. The right fielder takes the first pitch down and away for a ball as Will Jackman continues to throw down there in the Jackfish bullpen. Byron Reichstein 0 for 2 so far. That ball bounces in, working. Good job as he blocked that one. He looked around, didn't know where it was, but it was in his feet. The count is 2-0. As Lawson's getting close to throwing 70 pitches here, which is something we really haven't seen from him this year, as it has been mentioned. This is his first start. He's made 2 relief appearances so far, but hasn't gotten anywhere close to this number of pitches. That ball's hit on the ground to second base. Wagner's got it. Throw over to first in time for the first out in the 5th. But the runner Artiega will move into third base.
Cleveland Brownlee.
The designated hitter, Cleveland Brownlee, will step up to the plate now. He is also 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground ball to the third baseman, Tofflin. Brownlee, a guy that's been around a long time here in the IBL, from Atlanta, Georgia. Hitting 196 coming into play today as he swings and misses for strike one as that pitch was high, but he got him to go after it. And that's usually an effective pitch from pitchers because that high fastball is close to your eye level, and you think that it's something you can drive. Brownlee's ready in the box. The 0-1 pitch hit in the air into left field. That ball is absolutely hammered, and it is way out of here. Cleveland Brownlee with an absolute monster shot to left field. And the Majors take a 5-2 lead with Brownlee's 4th on the season. And now he points into the Jackfish crowd as he crosses home plate. And we've seen it before as he hit a home run when they played earlier here at the pond. He's got another one tonight. And manager Brian Essery's out of the dugout. He's going to talk to his pitcher, Brett Lawson, and he's going to ask for the baseball that will be all from the right-hander. He couldn't make it out of the 5th. Gives up 5 runs in his first start of the season. Will Jackman into the ballgame. Just finishing his warm-up tosses is the new pitcher for the Jackfish, Will Jackman. As Brett Lawson goes 4 1/3, gives up 5 runs. For Will Jackman, this is his 5th appearance of the season, all out of the bullpen. He has a 5.40 ERA with a record of 1-2, and he's pitched 5 innings in those 4 games so far. The 20-year-old right-hander on the mound. And a quick little stat for you. Brett Lawson was drafted by the Minnesota Twins in 2001, the same year Will Jackman was born. So a big age difference from the two pitchers today. Has Jackman's over for a strike. Here comes the next pitch. Hit in the air into center field. Marriott backing up, still backing up, pulls up, and he makes the play. 2 out as Jackman gets the first man he faces in Hayden Jaco.
Third baseman Julian Johnson.
Julian Johnson will step up to the plate. He's got 2 strikeouts so far. He's going to try to avoid the hat trick in this at-bat. Will Jackman can get his fastball up into the mid-80s. That ball was high for a ball. He can also throw his breaking balls in the low to mid-70s, so pretty good stuff on the mound for the new pitcher. Swing and a miss from Julian Johnson, something we've said before today. The count's now 1-1. Jackman's ready, and the next pitch outside for a ball. Will Jackman working quickly here out of the bullpen as he toes the rubber, looks in for the sign. He's got it. Hands ready out in front of his chest, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, a breaking ball. Looked like it might have been a little bit of a hanging breaking ball as he left it up. But he still gets him to swing through it. The count's now 2-2. The 2-2. Foul tip of the plate, and the catcher working can't hang on to it as it's all the way to the backstop as he stays alive. Johnson for the season. We've mentioned the strikeouts, but still hitting pretty well. Hitting .264. That pitch outside, 3-2. He also has 8 walks, 1 home run, and 6 doubles. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That ball's fouled away once again. So a much better at-bat this time from the batter. As he steps back in, taps his bat on the plate, and he's ready for another 3-2 pitch in the 5th. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He went with a breaking ball, and he got him for his 3rd strikeout of the game. London does score 3 in the inning, 2 coming on a big home run from the designated hitter, Cleveland Brownlee. The Jackals will try to get a few back as we move to the bottom of the 5th.
A place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home. Home, a place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home.
It's been a long time coming.
Someone take me home. Oh, oh, oh,
Back here at the pond as we go to the bottom of the 5th. The newest member of the Jackfish, Mike Wagner, the Buffalo native, will lead off the inning. After him is the left fielder, Zarly Cena, then back to the top of the order in Brandon Nicholson. Wagner, in his first at-bat with the Jackfish, flew out to center field. Here comes the pitch. That ball's high and outside. Wagner, is a left-handed batter. Something the Jackfish have a lot of as he hits this ball in the air once again. Backing up is the shortstop, Candale. Now coming in, the left fielder is Wilkie. And he makes the play. That's Adam Philman out there in left field.
Your left fielder, number 2, Zarly Cena.
Austin Wilkie is in center field. And another flyout for Mike Wagner. Here comes Zarly Cena, the left fielder. Lined out to the second baseman in his first at-bat as he swings and hits the ball on the line. That ball's going to get through the third baseman, Johnson, and Cena's going to get on base. That ball was not hit too sharply down there to third base, and Johnson went to pick it, but it just snuck under his glove, and the Jackfish have a base runner with one out.
The right fielder, number 13.
That will definitely go down in the books as an error, an E5, as we go back to the top of the order in right fielder Brandon Nicholson. Nicholson led off the ball game with a double. He's also flown out to right field, making 1 for 2. It's the pitch, swing and a miss in the first offering from Carell. Carell working from the far first base side of the rubber. The pitch, breaking ball, dropped it in there for a strike, and the count's 0-2 quickly. Zarly Cena gets his lead off of first base, 0-2 count to the hitter Nicholson. Here comes the pitch. Ball fouled straight back over us in the press box. Count will remain 0-2. First start of the season for Carroll, pitching pretty well. Still no action down there in the London bullpen. That ball's hit in the air. It's going to get fouled down the right field line. Just staying in play as everybody went chasing after it on the berm, but it didn't get out there. The count will remain 0-2 as Nicholson's done a great job of battling after going down early. Zarly Cena at first base has 2 stolen bases on the season. Pitch down in the dirt. Cena's on his way to second. The throw in there, head first slide. He is out. He got a late break on the ball in the dirt, and he runs into an out at second base. There's now 2 gone. That'll go down as a caught stealing. A great throw from the catcher, Jaco. As the ball didn't quite get far enough away from him for Cena to advance. Here comes the pitch to Nicholson inside. Almost clipped him as he turned out of the way of that one. Not sure how he got out of the way there. It seemed to be coming straight for him. But he got out of it, and it's 2-2. Ball hit in the air once again. That ball's going to squirt foul. Almost a sliding catch down there from one of the fans. As Nicholson continues to foul some pitches off. Here it comes. Ball hit on the ground, foul once again. Nicholson played his first game of the season yesterday, going 3 for 4. He also stole 2 bags. Comes the 3-2 down in the dirt, or a 2-2. Excuse me, now it's full. Eric Marriott on deck. Dane Tofflin after him. Score is 5-2 for the Majors, as Welland looks to put together a 2-out rally. Here comes the abbreviated windup from Carroll, and Nicholson swings through it for strike 3. The Jackfish can't get any. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Carroll as we go to the top of the 6th. 5-2 Majors here at the Pond.
Favorite pregame meals, probably Tim Hortons donut, a couple apple fritters, and a coffee. I'm good to go. 23, I don't really have a reason. Kind of just had some of my best games wearing number 23, so I kind of stuck with it. And obviously Michael Jordan too, I guess. But my walk-up song is Facts by Kevin Gates. I'm just a big Kevin Gates fan, so it was an easy choice for me. If we're going out, myself. Maybe Toronto, just because it's a small park and infield flies almost a home run, so. Oof. Shutter Island. Can be like about my host family too. Yeah, I'd probably say my host family. They've been a great fit, and they've been great to not only to myself but to Eric as well. Well, he eats a lot like me too, so I don't feel bad about the grocery bill. Call of Duty, working out, and that's about it. Maybe some golf if there's some nice weather. Oh, nothing to brag about. Championship, MVP.
Leading off the 6th inning for London, left fielder Adam Philman.
Left fielder Adam Philman stands in at the plate now to face the reliever, working in his 2nd inning here in Wilt Jackman. Philman 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles. Jackman got the sign, working out of the stretch, even with no runners on base. Pitch, breaking ball, drifts over the outside corner for a strike. And talking to manager Brian Essery before the game, he said everybody in the bullpen is available, of course, other than Jake Palanchik, who pitched in the game yesterday. Swing and a miss, and strike 3 for Jackman as he strikes out the first batter he faces here in the 6th. Chris Bowato is the only other pitcher who is not available, as he pitched on Tuesday in Hamilton, pitched a 123-pitch complete game. But everybody else is available, including Michael Bonacarso, who pitched in the game yesterday. Dropped down a bunt down the third base line, perfectly placed. They're going to try to let it go foul, but it won't. That was the only chance Tofflin had, was to let that ball get foul. But it just died in the grass, and that's a bunt single for the center fielder, Wilkie. His 2nd hit on the game, and now here comes Evan Britt, the first baseman. Last time grounded out to his counterpart, Griffin Keller, standing at first base for Welland. That pitch is high for a ball. Evan Britt batting here in the 9th spot as he fouls that one straight back off the screen. Evan Britt playing for his hometown team from London, Ontario. Not having a great season so far, hitting 125. There's the pitch, hit in the air once again. Keller's going to give it a look, but it's going to get fouled into the seats. And the crowd cheers like somebody made a play down there. Didn't get a chance to see it as it was right beneath us. The count's now 1-2. There goes the runner for second base. That ball's fouled down the right field line as it bounces over the wall in foul territory. We've talked about how good of a hitting team this London lineup is. Britt hitting in the 9 spot, one of the only light hitters. But he still does have 2 RBIs on the year. Here's the 1-2. The runner going again. Throw into second from Work, and it is in time. A great catch and tag by the second baseman Wagner. As Warkin gun downs a would-be base stealer, and there's 1 out. Or 2 out. The first out of the inning was a strikeout of the center fielder Philman. Now a caught stealing of the center fielder Wilkie. 2 out, 2-2. Ball hit in the air to center field. Marriott moving over, now coming in, and he makes the play. A good, solid inning by Will Jackman as he faces the minimum in the 6th. We move to the bottom half. Jackfish still down by 3.
I'm Eric Marriott, center fielder. Desperado by Rihanna kind of just gets me in that zone, gets me ready to hit. It's special. It's nice to look into the crowd and see people that are close to you, your family and your friends, and cheering for you and your hometown team. What is a jackfish?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh boy, I think it's some sort of pike or fish of some sort. Favorite dessert would be cheesecake. Old-fashioned plain donut and medium double-double. Dane Tofflin. Greg Marco. I would say Labatt Park in London. Being New England champs for school my junior year at Mitchell College. White on white, baby. Hardball, RIP, G baby. White. Aruba.
Here comes Eric Marriott to the plate as Nick Carroll's still on the mound, as he's proved to be a pretty effective starter for the majors. The Jackfish offense has been a little better lately. They own a minus 19 run differential on the season. As that ball's low for a ball. Just to see the difference for the first place London Majors, they have the best run differential in the league at plus 49. That ball's outside once again for a ball. The count's 2-0 now. To Eric Marriott, the center fielder. Bottom of the 6, 5-2 Majors. Ball over the outside corner for strike one. The count's 2-1, but Marriott's still ahead in a good hitter's count. Marriott having a good offensive season so far. Here comes the pitch. Oh, looked high. But it's called a strike. And Marriott's not happy as he turns around and he's got some words for home plate umpire Chris Walters. The pitch definitely looked to be up over the letters. But it was given to the pitcher Carroll. Here it comes. Ball's outside and high. Marriott hitting .333 at the start of play. He's put together a very solid season. Carroll's got the sign. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ball hit into the gap. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Marriott around first. He's headed for second. They're going to dig it out in center field. Marriott's going to pull up at second base with a lead-off double here in the 6th inning, and the Jackfish are in business. He got a strike that he didn't like earlier on in the count. Then with a 3-2 fastball, he drove it into the right center field gap for a double. His 3rd on the campaign. Byron Reichstein had some trouble with that ball out there in right field trying to dig it out, but he still held Marriott to a double. Working from the stretch now is the starter Carroll. To the third baseman Tofflin. That ball's high and inside. As Tofflin stood in there. The count's 1-0 to Tofflin. Ready, here's the pitch. Ball hit on the ground to the shortstop, over his glove! As Candell couldn't make the play, and it's in the left field. Philman will get the ball in quickly. And some luck on the side of the Jackfish right there, as that ball took a huge hop over the head of the shortstop Candell. And Tofflin will reach runners at the corners now with nobody out.
Number 5, Brendan.
And I don't think you can credit it with an error on that one, as it looks like a tough hop, but we will see what the scorer will call it. That ball was hit hard, now runners at the corners. Tofflin gets his lead off of first base. That ball's outside as the shortstop Brendan Dadson stands in. Tofflin's done a very good job running the bases this season in steal attempts. 10 for 10. We'll see if he's on the move here with runners at first and third. Pitch to Dadson, foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Strike one, it is 1-1. Dadson hitting in the cleanup spot today. Looking to drive in a few here. Here comes the pitch. Just outside. A breaking ball that looked like it may have caught the outside corner. A pitch that's been called a strike a lot today. But it was a ball. Now here comes the 2-1 pitch to Dadson. That ball's hit in the air into left field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Marriott in to score from third. Tofflin around second. He's headed for third, and he's going to get there with a slide. Brendan Dadson comes through with an RBI single, and the Jackfish pull one closer. It's 5-3. We see great base running from Tofflin in the steal attempts. Now we see great base running right there as he went first to third with ease on a single in the left field. Now here comes the manager, Roop Chanderdat. He's going to talk to the starter. Meeting over on the mound. As somebody looks to start stretching down there in the Majors
Now
bullpen.
batting for the Jackfish, first baseman number 24, Griffin Keller.
Here comes Griffin Keller to the plate. He had a big hit in last night's game. So far, 1 for 2 as we play in the 6th. Keller, the first baseman tonight. Here comes pitch from Carroll. That ball's down. Ball 1, still nobody out. Runners at first and third. As the Jackfish have scored a run on the RBI single from Dadson. Here's the pitch to Keller. That ball's outside. Just hung on to behind the plate by Jaco. 2 balls and no strikes to the hitter Keller. And now time is called as the second baseman Artiega is going to come in and talk to his starter. Not a big relationship between a lot of these players and the starting pitchers. This is his first time with the Majors. Keller's got a big hitter's count right now. Here comes the pitch. Ball hit in the air into center field. Moving over to center fielder Wilkie. Jumps and he can't make the play. Toughlin in to score, going around second. And now around third, here comes the runner for the plate. Dadson on his way home. He will score. An RBI stand-up triple for Griffin Keller. And it's 5-5.
Everybody clap your hands.
Toughlin scored easily from third base. Dadson scored all the way from first. And Keller pulls into third base with a triple. And the game is tied.
Your designated hitter, Matt Hildebrandt.
Still nobody out in the inning as the designated hitter Matt Hildebrandt steps to the plate. That last swing by Keller was shot into center field. Wilkie's played a good center field all day, but he jumped and could not make the play. As here's Hildebrandt, that ball's low. The infield is drawn in now for the London Majors. They're going to try to cut the run down at the plate, as they've already given up 3 in this inning. Comes the pitch to Hildebrandt. That ball just over at the knees, an off-speed pitch for a strike. There is action now in the bullpen. That ball was outside for a ball. It's 2-1 to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt has the team lead in home runs with 5, still looking for his first home run here at the pond. This will be a good time for it as that ball's inside. It's 3-1, and he's good in a hitter's count right now. Hildebrandt ready in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Ball foul straight back off the catcher. Robert Doyle is the pitcher who's getting loose in the Majors bullpen. He just started throwing the left-hander. So he won't be ready for a little while. As Hildebrandt bats in the 6th, still nobody out. A 3-spot put up by the Fish so far. And it's a full count. Here comes the pitch. Hit on the ground, but foul. As the first base coach had to jump out of the way of that one. Hildebrandt, 1 for 2 on the night. Hit a single in the first inning to right field. He struck out in the 4th. The payoff pitch once again from Carroll. Hit in the air. That ball popped straight up over as the third baseman Johnson. Now the catcher moving over, and he can't make the play. Hayden Jaco had that ball bounce off his glove. And the count will remain 3-2. And playing in these tight games, against good teams like that, this is where the Jackfish and Matt Hildebrand really need to take advantage of the misplay by the catcher. That ball was hit up in the air and it started to drift back towards the field of play. And Jaco just couldn't hang on to it. Still a full count to Hildebrand. Here's the pitch. Bat ball bounced, swing and a miss, but he's going to go to first base as the catcher picks it up, throw over to first, and they got him to complete the strikeout. The second strikeout of the day for Hildebrand, and there's one out. After Jaco had a misplay in the outfield, he made a great play there to block that ball, pick it up, look Keller back to third, and get the out. Cole Warkin steps to the dish, the catcher. 0 for 2 so far. He's grounded out and flown out. The infield's still in. So a fly ball will score a run here as that ball's down in the dirt for a ball. Larkin done a great job in the batter's box. The Regina, Saskatchewan native hitting .343 on the season. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just went around the plate for ball 2. And that's something we've seen here a lot in this inning, the Jackfish getting into good hitters' counts. Larkin ready in the box. Carroll set on the mound. Here's the 2-0. Hit into center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Coming in to score from third base is Griffin Keller. An RBI single for Cole Warkin, and the Jackfish take a 6-5 lead. That ball was hit on a line into center field.
Number 15,
the runner at third, Keller, scored easily as he held up just to be sure that ball got down, but it did. As now the manager out of the dugout, and that means there will be a pitching change for the majors, as that now is the manager, Chandradak. So he's going to take the ball from his starter, Nick Carroll. In his first start of the season, he will not make it out of the 6th inning. And he gives up 6 runs. Now coming in from the bullpen is the left-hander, Robert Doyle.
Home, a place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home. Home, a place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home.
It's been a long time coming.
Someone take me home. Oh, 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 oh.
Back here after the pitching change for the London Majors, as the London, Ontario native, Robert Doyle, comes into the game. So far this season, he's appeared in 2 ball games, 5 1/3 overall innings pitched, with a .337 ERA and 7 strikeouts. The pitcher, 6'2", coming from the left side. to face the lefty and newest Jackfish, Mike Wagner. That ball is bunted in front of the plate. Picked up by the catcher, Jaco. Throw to first, they'll get him. But the sacrifice is successful for the second baseman, Wagner. And now there's a pinch hitter getting loose on deck who will come on to hit for Zarlicina, and it looks to be Tony Kwan.
Pitching for the Jackfish, number 11, Tony Kwan.
Tony Kwan, who has been dealing with an injury for a lot of this season, will come up to hit in the left fielder Cena's spot. Kwan hitting .263 on the season, albeit in limited action. He's played 6 games. Here's the pitch. Over the plate for strike 1.
Bobby Lou.
The lefty ready, and the pitch to Kwan. Swing and a miss. A big breaking ball from Doyle. And the count's 0-2 on the pinch hitter. Larkin, the runner out there at second. He had a single to get on as he drove in the runner Keller. As that ball's topped on the ground, foul towards the Jackfish dugout. And Brandon Underhill makes a snag down there. Kwan was a mainstay in the Jackfish lineup before the injury. Now he's trying to work his way back. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Down in the dirt for a ball. That's that same pitch that he swung at earlier on in the count. But now he's seen it before, and this time he takes it for a ball. The count's 1-2 as he tries to work his way back into this one.
1-2 strikes.
Kwan has 1 home run on the season. Of course, that grand slam he hit here at Welland Stadium.
And the pitcher Doyle delivers.
Here comes the pitch. Hit on the ground. The pitcher Doyle off the mound. Spins, fires to first, a high throw. But no problem over there for the first baseman, Evan Britt. And the inning is over. But the Jackfish hang a 4 spot on the majors, and they now lead 6-5. Spencer Tangway will be back on the mic to take you the rest of the way.
Favorite pregame meals, probably Tim Hortons donut, a couple apple fritters, and a coffee. I'm good to go. 23, I don't really have a reason. Kind of just had some of my best games wearing number 23, so I kind of stuck with it. And obviously Michael Jordan too, I guess. But my walk-up song is Facts by Kevin Gates. I'm just a big Kevin Gates fan, so it was an easy choice for me. If we're going out, myself. Maybe Toronto, just because it's a small park and infield flies almost a home run, so. Oof. Shutter Island. Can be like about my host family too. Yeah, I'd probably say my host family. They've been a great fit, and they've been great to not only to myself but to Eric as well. Well, he eats a lot like me too, so I don't feel bad about the grocery bill. Call of Duty, working out, and that's about it. Maybe some golf if there's some nice weather. Oh, nothing to brag about. Championship, MVP.
Keith Kendall.
Well, Brendan Legg, a fantastic job as always as we get set for the top of the 7th inning. It's a 6-5 Jackfish lead. What a bottom of the 6th inning for the Fish. They put up 4, they jump ahead by 1, and now it's the top of the order for the Majors as they try to climb back in it. It's a 1-run ball game as Keith Kendall will start things off, followed by Arteaga and then Reichstein. They won't want to see Brownlee as his last time at bat, he sent a ball to London. That ball might still be in the air. An absolute blast off the bat of Cleveland Brownlee, the furthest home run I've ever seen here. A no-doubter for sure. The count 1-1 to the leadoff man, Keith Kendall. He's 1 for 3 in the ballgame. A single his last time at bat in the 5th. Will Jackman working his first time against the Majors this season. He'll see Kendall for the first time tonight. The count 2-1. Jackman came in relief of Lawson. And now he's behind in the count 3-1. Jackman this season, he's got an ERA of 5.4 in just the 5 innings he's worked. He struck out 4 batters. 3-1 on the ground to Tofflin. Tofflin scoops it up. Good throw over to first to Keller for out number 1.
Second baseman Carlos Arteaga.
Tofflin, good control and good confidence on the third base side. Used his body to shield that one from getting through the 5-hole. And just a bullet on a string across the diamond. So 1-out situation now for Carlos Arteaga. Jackman throws a fastball at him, but it's just missed upstairs. 1-0. Arteaga 17 for 49, batting .346. Swing and a miss as Jackman fooled him with that curveball. One's across the board here in the top of the 7th. Ground ball, Tofflin. He makes the catch. And over to Keller for out number 2.
Right fielder Byron Reichstein.
So 2 outs now. Here's Reichstein. The lefty for the Majors. 0 for 3 in the ballgame, has a strikeout. That first pitch missed outside and low. It's 1-0 with a 2-out situation for the Majors. 6-5 Jackfish here in the top of the 7th. And Jackman steps off the rubber. So working to Jackman. Gets settled on the call. Here we go. Good pitch. Slides it right back over the plate for a strike. It's 1-1. And I'm not sure what Workin saw. Maybe spotted the dime down the third base line. Picked up something. And he settles in. Here's the 1-1 now. Quick delivery. That's outside. 2-1. As mentioned, Cleveland Brownlee is on deck for the Majors. And then it's Hayden Jaco. Both of them home runs. There's a shot to center. That's going to get over the head and go to the wall. One hop off the wall. He's turning around first to second, and he'll hold at second. It'll be a double. So Reichstein was 0 for 3. Now he's got a double to the wall, and that'll bring up Cleveland Brownlee. As Brownlee having a chuckle with some of the Jackfish fans, one in particular. And he tells him to be quiet with one finger, and that, of course, not the middle finger. Brownlee, a respectable guy, just the shush shine comes up from Brownlee. And he's not a guy you'd want to poke the bear. Last time he hit a moonshot that almost hit the 406 and scored 3. So 2 outs now to Cleveland Brownlee. Jackman gets him to swing. And he's behind in the count, 0-1. Everyone on the edge of their seat waiting pitch by pitch for Brownlee. The man right after him, though, Hayden Jaco, also a homer in this game. Scary part of the order as he fouls one back, and Jackman's ahead 0-2. The intensity in the building and at the pond picking up pitch by pitch. It's a 6-5 ball game on a beautiful night for baseball. Still looking with Work and trying to find his side. He grabs his side. He's set. Here's the 0-2. Fastball outside, 1-2. And the show will continue. 1-2, 2 outs. A double to the wall. Got Reichstein aboard on second. Brownlee steps in. He's behind in the count, 1-2. Now the 1-2 from Jackman. High pop-up. It's going to stay right in front of the dugout. Warkins there, and he makes the catch and retires Cleveland Brownlee. The crowd erupts. We're through 6.5. 7th inning stretch. Here's Tom Pallone to take us through Take Me Out to the ball game as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
Up on your feet, stretch it out. Hitting for Welland, the right fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
So Take Me Out to the Ball game is in the books. It's 6-5, and be sure, visit us at the pond and bring your friends, co-workers, birthday party, work outing. Join us at the dock. Group outings available. Purchase your tickets online right now, www.wellandjackfish.com for more information. Next home game, Saturday night, firework night. Who doesn't like a nice firework display after the Jackfish game? 1-1 the count. As Carroll's night is over, Doyle in. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't, says first base umpire Mike Kinnear. So the Jackfish ahead of the count, 2-1. There's the 2-1, and he swings and misses at that one. And now Nicholson, 2-2 count. Nicholson will be followed by Marriott and then Dane Toughlin. As he takes that ball upstairs, 3-2, gets ahead in the count. Here's the Full count pitch. Ball 4. And Nicholson's aboard on the walk. Only the second Jackfish to get aboard on base on balls
Your
tonight.
center fielder, number 9, Eric Marriott.
As Nick Carroll really didn't have a bad outing until that 6th inning where he gave up 4 runs. And the Jackfish were able to eat him apart and climb all the way back and take a 6-5 lead.
Double, single, triple, single. He was gone. 4 runs were in, and the Packers have a 6-5 lead.
Shows bunt right down the first base line. And he will be tagged out. So it moves the base runner from first to second. As a little sack bunt will move Nicholson over to second. And now the Jackfish have a base runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Third baseman, number 23, Dane Coughlin.
And Daphne Palanchett, you are absolutely correct. It is a beautiful game. Perfect night for baseball. It started off a little bit warm. Everybody was sweating and dripping inside the ballpark. Players talking about it, taking batting practice, how warm it was. First pitch temperature, 28 degrees. Runner going. The throw to third. Not in time. Nicholson on the ground in the dirt. Slides for a perfect stolen base. And the Jackfish in the last couple of games playing the 2019 style of small ball. Just keep on moving. Now runner on third. 1 out situation for Dane Coughlin. Here's the offering from Doyle. And that will hit Dane Coughlin on the bounce. So the runners are on the corners now as Dane Coughlin gets hit by a pitch. And the Jackfish have some action here on the bases with 1 out in the 7th.
Your shortstop, number 5, Brendan Datson.
So PA announcer Rod Bahood welcomes Brendan Datson back to the plate for his 4th appearance tonight. Datson walked in the 1st inning, flew out to the left fielder in the 3rd, and got a single in the 6th. Runner going. Coughlin not even going to throw, and Coughlin moves over to second, and it's another stolen base for the Fish. Question from Airborne, is Robert Mackey playing? He is available, not in the starting lineup today. He is here. We've seen one pinch hitter in Tony Kwan. He came in for Zarli Sina last inning. So anything is available now. As it's a tight, contested ball game here. The Jackfish 2 runners in scoring position. One ball, no strike as time is called. So the Majors pitching once again, having some issues with the Jackfish. They'll try to forget that game at Labatt Park, of course. High fly ball, deep to right field. Get out of here! Gone! Way gone, right field, section 308. And all of a sudden, the Jackfish take a huge lead in the 7th.
Fans, get on your feet for number 5, Brendan Datson.
9-5 Jackfish. That one sent to the pine trees right beside section 308. May have landed in his garden. So Brownlee sends one to left. Datson to right. Jackfish lead by 4. What a shot from Brandon Datson. That gets the fans fired up here at the pond against the 11-3 Majors. Swings at the first pitch was Keller, but he fouls it back. (0-1) to Griffin Keller. Keller 2 for 3 in the ball game. 3 home runs, 8 RBIs this season. well over his head as Doyle tried the breaking ball, but it slipped and went well over his head. One and one now. Doyle throws fastball, and that goes just over our heads and into the parking lot. Brendan Legg tried to put the hands up. He had a 25-foot glove that could reach through the sunroof here at the press box. Could have had that one. 1-2. Doyle misses in the dirt. And now 2-2. Other games tonight. Tie game in Barrie, 6-6. Hamilton all over Kitchener, 12-1. Here's the 2-2. That's high fly ball. It's going to stay in the ballpark as it's to the warning track. The right fielder makes the catch. Reichstein for out number 2.
The designated hitter, Matt Hildebrand.
So now the designated hitter, Matt Hildebrand, he is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Struck out his last 2 trips to the batter's box, though. Doyle, it's his second time facing Hildebrand. Hildebrand was the first batter Doyle faced, and he struck him out. And now he'll get a chance to do it again here. First pitch, though, is outside for a ball, and he's behind 1-0. Gets the corner to the plate, 1-1 for the Majors. 1-1, 2 gone. Hildebrand doesn't swing at that one as it breaks outside. 2-1. Fourth meeting between these two ball clubs. Majors took the first 2 games, and that's going to hit Hildebrand. The Jackfish won the last one in comeback fashion, and they lead 9-5 here with Hildebrand going to first base.
Your catcher, number 34, Cole Workin.
Cole Workin now for the Jackfish. Workin batting .343. Looking for his first home run in a Jackfish uniform. He's driven in 5 runs, though. Takes the first pitch down the middle for a strike. He's 12 for 35 this season. Has a double and a triple. Slow pitch. Missed outside, 1-1. Working from Regina in Saskatchewan. That one is outside. Good grab by Jaco to keep Hildebrand at first. So that would have got by him. 2-1, 2 outs. Here's the offering. Fouled it into the screen. And we get 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Cole Workin. There's a shot to left. Could be gone. It's gone. How about that? He's got a double, a triple, and a homer, and he brings home 2 more. It's 11-5 Jackfish.
Put your hands together for Cole Workin.
A shot pulled to the left field sign, nearly ticked off the foul pole. But make it 11-5 as it stays fair and scores 2 for the Rose City. What a couple of innings, 9 runs for the Fish. They swing at the first pitch, high fly ball. That's going to stay in, though. And they finally get out number 3. 4 runs in the 6th, 5 in the 7th. Jackfish lead 11-5. We'll go to the 8th when we come back.
I'm Eric Marriott, center fielder. Desperado by Rihanna kind of just gets me in that zone, gets me ready to hit. It's special. It's nice to look into the crowd and see people that are close to you, your family and your friends, and cheering for you and your hometown team. What is a jackfish?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh boy, I think it's some sort of pike or fish of some sort. Favorite dessert would be cheesecake. Old-fashioned plain donut and medium double-double. Dane Tofflin. Greg Marco. I would say Labatt Park in London. Being New England champs for school in my junior year at Mitchell College. White on white, baby. Hardball, RIP, G baby. White. Aruba.
So the London Majors give up 9 runs in the last 2 innings, and they'll look for a comeback here. It's 11-5 for the home side now. Jackfish lead by 6. It'll be Hayden Jaco, followed by Julian Johnson and Adam Fillman. The 3 batters due up. As Jackman continues the wheel and deal for the Fish on the mound. He's in relief of Brett Lawson. Lawson went 4 1/3 innings. And now Will Jackman gets an opportunity. Outside corner of the plate, called strike. He's up ahead, 0-2. Jackman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Jackman 3 up. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for the opening strikeout against Hayden Jaco. So Julian Johnson has struck out all 3 times he's come to the plate for his 21st, 22nd, and 23rd strikeout of the season. Leads the majors. Now he comes up with nobody on here in the top half of the 8th inning. Swings at the first pitch. And now Jackman on the 0-1. Called strike, 0-2, and Johnson. Definitely not his night tonight, as he can't believe that one was called a strike. 11th strike called against him. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out again. 4th strikeout for Julian Johnson.
Left fielder Adam Fillman.
So 2 outs now for the majors, as Adam Fillman, who also struck out his last time at bat. He's 2 for 3, though, in the ballgame. That pitch outside high, ball 1. Fillman is batting .285 this season. Shallow. It's going to be a race for it. Caught by Keller. Keller on his horse. And the majors go 3 up, 3 down for a very quick 2.5-minute inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Jackfish lead by 6.
Tony Kwan.
Well, welcome back as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Spencer Tangway here to take you home. It's an 11-5 lead for the Jackfish. A couple of defensive changes to tell you about for the Majors. Evan Britt now behind the plate catching, as Hayden Jaco will move to first base. So a couple of moves, as there's a couple of people warming up in the Majors bullpen, and no real action happening in the Jackfish pen, as Doyle continues to work in relief of the starter Nick Carroll. Doyle's ahead of the count against Tony Kwan, 0-2 as he fouls that one away to the softball fields. Ground ball right to Doyle. He makes the catch and throws over to Jaco for out number 1. Those very same softball fields where I'm being told our head meteorologist and scorekeeper Curtis Person, his axeman rather, defeated the Hitmen in men's softball action earlier today. A huge blowout victory for the Hitmen in softball right here at the stadium, as Curtis Person gets a little shout out there, defeating Kevin St. Jean and the Axemen. Pitch downstairs and away for ball 1. A lot of those softball players actually in attendance now, coming in to catch the tail end of the ball game. Majors fall behind in the count, 2-0 as that pitch downstairs and away. 2-0, 1 out. Called strike, 2-1. Out-of-town scoreboard, 12-1 Cardinals over the Panthers, 7-6 Barrie. A tight ball game in Barrie. 2-1. Must have been 3-1 as Curtis Person a little slow on the clock. It is the 4th ball, and he will get a free walk to first base.
Center fielder.
So after being ahead in the count 0-2, he gives up a walk. 1 out situation now, back to the top of the order. Here's Eric Marriott. In the air to left. Philman's there for the out. Two outs.
Third baseman, number 23, Dane Tofflin.
2 out situation now for Dane Tofflin. Runner aboard. Nicholson. Nicholson's moving. Going to second. The throw not in time. And another stolen base for the Jackfish tonight as Nicholson moves the scoring position to second base. Owen won the count. Swing and a miss by Tofflin. Second stolen base of the evening for Nicholson. That's his 4th of the season as he got 2 last night. And he's 3 for 5. 3 for 4 rather. This evening, Nicholson. 0-2, 2 outs. Runner going. Line drive, that'll cash in another one as Nicholson's waved around to third. The Major bench even yelling he's going, and he sure was. He's going to the plate to take a 12-5 lead. So Nicholson crosses the plate for the 3rd time tonight.
Your shortstop, number 5, Brandon Datsun.
And that'll bring up Datsun. Tofflin, another RBI. It's his 20th RBI. Line drive right to the second baseman, but he drops it. And he'll easily get Dane Tofflin as he was already tagging back to first. So we've played 7.5 complete. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Go to the top of the 9th, rather. Really confused tonight for some reason. We go to the top of the 9th. Majors down to their last 3 outs. It's 12-5 from the pond. Top of the 9th we go, and between the innings, the dugouts having some choice words for each other as the Majors not happy with the Jackfish stealing bases, up 11-5. But if you recall, it was just a couple weeks ago, July 31st, the Jackfish were able to climb out, being down by 2-6-4, and go up 10-6 and take that ball game. So anything could happen.
Catcher Evan Britt.
But everyone seems to have settled down now as the Majors have a leadoff single. The race to the bag was won by the Majors. So Britt 0 for 3 in the ballgame. He's 2 for 19 on the season. This is the bottom of the order for the Majors. They'll be followed by Candel, Artiega, then Reichstein. Britt takes the opening strike. Fouled back, just catches the top of the netting as Elliot Price was waiting with his hat, trying to catch that one. 0-2. Two strikes, no balls, nobody out. Runner aboard for the Majors on first. And that one missed outside. Almost got him to swing. But it's 1-2. Candel on deck and the top of the order for the Majors. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Britt strikes out. And we go back to the top of the order with one out.
Shortstop Keith Candel.
So Keith Candel. 1 for 4 in the ballgame. He's got 1 run tonight. The offering slides away and low, ball 1. So Jackman has done a pretty good job coming in at relief of Lawson. Fouled it away at his hands. And it's 1-1 on the check swing. Very busy weekend, of course, for both these teams. Majors at home to the Cardinals, who are all over the Panthers right now, 12-1. Jackfish day off tomorrow before playing host to the Baycats Saturday night for fireworks following that game, and then they're in Toronto for another visit to Christie Pitts, a park that has not been good at all for the Jackfish. 1-2. Tried to get him right there, but it missed upstairs high. 2-2. 2-2, 1 out. Runner aboard on first for the Majors. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the curveball. And he got him for the second strikeout in the ninth. So the Majors down to their last out here. They trail by 7.
Second baseman Carlos Artiega.
And it's Carlos Artiega. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. So now 2 outs for Artiega. Swing and a miss again. He got him with the curveball that he just got Kendall with. The local from Niagara Falls putting on a show on the mound for the Jackfish crowd tonight. 0-1. Fouls it away, and it's 0-2 ahead in the count. The Majors down to their last strike. So now the 0-2, 2 outs, 1 away from the ball game. Upstairs, 1-2. So now the 1-2 fouls it away right into the canteen. Almost hit the hot dog roller. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 offering. Line drive into the Jackfish bullpen. So the count remains 1-2, 2 away. Runner on the bases. Wilkie walking back to first. 1 strike away. Here's the 1-2 from Jackman. Inside, backs him off the plate just a bit. 2-2. Artiega, who's 2 for 4 in the ball game. He's got 13 ribbies this season. Now he's down to his last strike. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. Strikeout. The Jackfish hold on and win the ball game 12-5 and drop the Majors to 11-4.
Score, your Welland Jackfish 12, the London Majors 5.
What a huge win for the Welland Jackfish. The London Majors came in 11-3. The Jackfish improved to 9-9, 500 on the season after starting 3-7. So the Jackfish come alive in the 6th and 7th inning. They score 9 runs. That is the difference. 4 in the 6th, 7th they put up 5, and they had 1 in the 8th. That's all they'll need. 12-5, the final score. We thank you for tuning in and joining us for this ball game. As the Jackfish will return home Saturday night, we'll have the broadcast for you right here. Brennan Lang will call that game from start to finish. We hope you'll join us post-game fireworks after the ball game if you're able to make it. Until next time, the Jackfish 9-9, the Majors 11-4. On behalf of everyone, I'm Spencer Tangway. We thank you for tuning in, and a reminder, go Jackfish.